Also, one of my favorite scandals is the PROMIS software scandal. I highly recommend people watch the Octopus Conspiracy on Netflix. It was like a couple parts, 5-6 part documentary about this PROMIS software scandal. I think there's actually some really good podcast series about it that go into a little bit more detail. But if you're interested in this kind of Cold War intelligence crime syndicate world, highly recommend looking into the PROMIS software scandal, also known as the Inslaw affair. But PROMIS was not just software. It was surveillance and intelligence integration tool, a way to map financial transactions, intelligence files, and law enforcement data across systems. Now, if you look at this is like an aside, but PROMIS is, it's a pretty rudimentary concept now. It's basically just like database querying and management, but at the time it was very revolutionary, and it has sort of evolved through the ages. Then there was Pegasus, which is still being used to this day. Actually, I think now they might be using something beyond Pegasus, but Pegasus was doing the same thing. Palantir is doing the same thing. And it kind of illustrates how, when we think of like weapons trafficking, arms trafficking, we're not just talking about, AK-47s and, Tomahawk missiles or something like that. Like, we're also talking about technology, and how sometimes these technologies are hacked and they create backdoors that allow for espionage. And so it's super interesting to me.